Ahmedia Secondary School, a high school wa Asante Mantem Bronu bi our friend say Asukwa our man Ghana mu. Osom our friend say Ahmedia Muslim Mission Ghana and our T school yi our opepombo so me no da toso aduasa our afe apem ahankron aduonum ni 30th January 1950. Enche na wodi wona free shia aduosun awoda ne sa no nti wo shia wo school mu epa hontoma penifo ene atitire pii ebepue mu awdwumadie no ase wo mu bi ene bantama hene baafo owuso amankwa atia otoso nsia bonwere hene na bobie ansa dade so aba hene baafo kofi atobra all students a eye won a aba school no bi pen school no headmaster Alhaj Yakub AB Abubakar ene na church fo nyina awofo binom ene asukufo nkwada no enyina nso ebehye adwumadie no asema bantama hene baafo owuso amankwa atia otoso nsia a school no mpanifo to nsafre no edinsem sei atudwa.
I wish to express my appreciation and joy for the launching of the 70th anniversary celebration of this great school. This school has been classified as one of the flagship schools of Ghana that has contributed immensely to the civilization and modernization of Asante Mine. Mr. Chairman, the school began with 25 students as pioneers in 2 classrooms. Today, the school has a student population of 4,650, 200 teachers, 74 classrooms, and boarding facilities. This shows that indeed the founders, past and present, headmasters and staff have done a lot for the development of the school. In this regard, remember Mr. T.A. Boateng, during my time he was called Kobut. That was his nickname. And then Mr. I.K. Jesse and Y.K. Ejari, just to mention a few. I would also like to seize this opportunity provided by this occasion to acknowledge with special thanks and gratitude the yeoman's role played by Sir Ajman Prempeh II at that time in bringing this wonderful dream into fruition. Today the school is rated as one of the best schools in Ghana. Mr. Chairman, the school has produced persons who have contributed immensely to the socio-economic development of Ghana. In this regard, we can mention the late Dr. Malvin, Dr. Wahab Adam, former Amir of Ahmedia Mission of Ghana, Alhaji Mohammed Alhassan, former IGP of Ghana Police, COP Kofi Boache, Ghana Police, Professor Magnus Kumpo of KNUST, Professor Haruna Yakubu, former Vice Chancellor of the University of Development Studies, and a host of other distinguished personalities, which time will not permit me to mention. The school has been able to chalk all these achievements with limited resources. So going forward, I'm making a special appeal to well wishers and well students to come to Macedonia and lend a helping hand. The school needs ICT center, or which we are well aware of, language laboratory, and more dormitories to accommodate the ever-increasing student population. As we have gathered here to celebrate the 70th anniversary of this wonderful school, I'm praying you will dip your hands into your pockets and contribute. I would like to set the ball rolling by pledging 10,000 Ghana cedis. First of all, I was an old student of this school. I came here for my 6-month course in 1975. It's a very, very long time ago. But I'm a young man. So the time has come for me to show gratitude for the wonderful work this school has done for me. When you see me standing here, I want you to know that it is Amedia that has made me what I am today. And I do hope that all students present here today will take some, encouragement from that, and hope that in future they can become like Buffalo. So I thank you very much for your attention and declare the 70th anniversary celebration of Fundraising duly launched. Thank you very much.
ɛno akyi no bantemahene ene ne mpanifo epa adwumadie no ene ne botaye ho ntoma esan so eda ne ofre ne se anniversary logo no edi.
So Nana will come and gently pull the rope, and that will signify the unveiling. 70th anniversary of Amass Secondary School officially and duly launched.
Mpanifo pii enya akonya akasa wo dwumadie no ase.
Your achievements over the past 70 years are a pointer to the fact that the struggle of the founding mission have not been in vain. And I wish to congratulate you sincerely for not quenching the fire that illuminated the paths of the pioneering patrons, staff, and teachers. Missions, especially the Ahmadiyya mission, have over the years been at the forefront in entrenching strong moral foundation and training of emotionally balanced citizens who are socially, physically, and spiritually active. While everyone recognizes the importance of education, quality must be at the center of the education process. It is therefore appropriate to select the theme, 70 years of quality education at TI Ahmadiyya Senior High, the challenges and the prospects. Quality education can be achieved if enough efforts go into the pursuit of excellence. It is in the light of this that government has made quality as one of the key components in the free senior high school policy. Even though the Ghana Education Service has provided quality education to Ghanaians over the years, government through the Ministry of Education has strengthened the quality of education by providing more textbooks relevant to teaching and learning, as well as quality training to teacher trainees at the College of Education through schemes such as Transforming Teacher Education and Learning Program.
I must say I'm greatly humbled by whatever I've seen here today. I have always known Great Amass to be a very great institution, but I didn't know the greatness was to this extent. When I arrived this morning, a lot of great names were introduced to me, as past students of this institution. I didn't know it was then only drizzling. Then I came to sit down. As more introductions were made, the drizzle became cats and dogs, really. At this moment, I find myself in the middle of a flood, being carried away. Now I see what real Amass is. My small cousin that came up here, Chief Mumin, he told us he came to this institution holding a dry sponge to look for education. In my case, when I picked my dry sponge, circumstances turned me away from this place. Reason, when we were young, Real Amass was a household name all over Wata. Everybody wanted to come to Real Amass. But you see, when you pass the common entrance, your father will tell you, see, Kumasi is very far away. He can't get lorry to ferry you in and out all the time. Besides, Kumasi is a very big city you don't know. You will go to town and get lost. Or you will go to town and fall into bad opinion. So those were the issues that turned some of us away elsewhere. 70 years is no small achievement. In the Holy Quran, this figure 7 and decimal multiples of it. When I say decimal, I'm using this decimal in this sense to mean 10, multiples of 10. That means 70, 700, 7,000, etc. I used to connote perfection, among other things. So arriving at age 70, this institution should have achieved perfection or near so. But of course, we are aware that no public facility can lay claim to perfection. Two factors, internal and external, influence achievement in every public institution. You may have control over the internal factors to a very, very large extent, but there are also external factors of which you have no control at all. For example, in an institution such as this, even the headmaster or the board of governors cannot determine how many students are taken into first year. You cannot determine the extent to which you can go with discipline, etc. So that being the case, there are limitations. But arriving this far, I can see that all those limitations notwithstanding, this institution has really gone very, very far. So we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to shower his blessings upon the institution. If not for anything at all, you can see the crop of high-level kings of Ashanti that are on this high table. Today, at this moment, Nana Bantamahene is holding charge over the whole of Ashanti Mine. And he has just told us he's a former student of this institution. These are the achievements of this institution. To mention a few, there are lots and lots of others. I was thinking I would meet a situation where I would also say that in 10 years, when my school will also be doing a similar celebration or inaugurating a similar celebration, I would then be comparing. But as of now, I have dropped that idea. I'm not sure I can do any comparison. Amass is indeed real and is indeed great.
As the chairman of the Joint Committee, the planning and chair of the Amass Secondary School, to present to you the program outline for the celebration of the 70th anniversary of the school. We'll have debate and quizzes, we'll have sports and games, we're putting up campaign both in the school and outside the school. All students homecoming, and we know they are very, very well to come in grand style. We also have a candlelight procession and bonfire. So I think this one will be for both students and old students. When the time comes, join us to go on this procession. There will be drama by the students of the school. Also have a grand derby. Come February 2020, we'll have a grand derby. Then we'll have departmental pre-anniversary activities. And now we'll have health screening. I think the authorities will bring the health authorities here to screen both the students and the staff. And then the last one is excursions and field trips. So this will be done as part of the 70th anniversary of the school. Thank you very much.
And what you know, what you didn't to work a crown so I would you made you
want to be the first person in the history of Tiamadia Secondary School to contribute by being the first person to buy this t-shirt to set the ball rolling for the auctioning. All we are asking for is 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Oh, just 1,000.
Just 1,000.
Yes,
but if you
I told you the old students are here.
Greater Accra branch is taking for
1,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
1,000 Ghana cedis.
Please write. Greater Accra branch of Amass.
1,000
for 1,000 Ghana cedis.
I told you the old students are here. Amass. Phobia. Yes, the phobia is here. The
second copy. Please, Greater Accra branch. Okay. The second copy. Any institution or individual.
Do we have the Ashanti Regional Branch also represented live?
Ashanti Regional Branch. Kebinani Cape. Kumasi branch. All students 1,000.
She.
Give me a sign. It's not Kumasi. I have a medicine.
It's Uchina. What can I do here? They are what tell on.
But they are getting a competition. So this one is for my ever competition. Me two bear knows going to back.
Mate, I be no mama home.
I said my mama home. Yes, it was sitting here on the one hour.
Can hear.
No.
Please, our three teachers, are we here? The Pacha, where you were saying?
Yes, we say she will. Because the members edited on Accra line, Accra. They say, where modern improvements.
Modern improvements, we are not.
We're sitting here. 1,000 Ghana cedis. 1,000 Ghana cedis.
1,000 Ghana cedis.
Just the size.
Can we check the size?
Yeah, we can.
1,000
If the size is not good enough, we can always come and change. So we have 3,000 cedis now. But now get 1,000, 5,000. And students used to pay SRC dues. The school preference.
Yes.
Of T.I. Ahmedia Secondary School. Give us a sumptuous amount. Thank you very much. In collaboration with the SRC patron and the entire student body, the SRC is giving out 2,000 Ghana cedis.
Please keep clapping, the students. Oh, continue clapping.
On behalf of my open power specialist
Power specialist.
Now, a representative from Ignacy Abrochibel from UK.
Pounds.
1,000 Ghana cedis.
They got 1,000 pounds. No, this is what they hear.
Pounds. That pounds, they are saying they were saying 200.
Yes, why buy that pounds?
And their pounds, they are making it 200 pounds. A little bit about 1,000.
But pounds,
A little bit about
London money. Please let's show him some appreciation for the pounds.
Oh, boss, I'm from old students.
Dwumadie no nyinaa baa na wie no Kumasi online TV ene sukuu no mpanimfo akyerɛkyerɛfo wɔn a aba sukuu no bi pɛn ene asukuufo no mu bi atwetwe nkɔmmɔ ama wɔde nsɛm sei ɛto yɛ n'anim.
Yɛda nyame ase bibia kɔso kama nkanka in program no obi a yɛhwɛ sɛ ɔbɛba no wɔtumi baeɛ ɛma nneɛma no akɔso kama hwɛ ahemfo mu baeɛ Bantima hini for old student ɔno ankasa aba Bonyere hini for old student ɔno ankasa aba ama dwumadie no akɔso kama old students no so aba in their numbers parents so aba equally nti sɛ yɛsi yɛ ma assessment a mbɛka sɛ yɛaboro 90% mpo success nyame n'anim ni yɛamfa any figure bi anto hɔ for fundraising no but deɛ yɛnyaeɛ no yɛni asɔ because fiscal cash no yɛnya almost 15,000 and the promises no yɛ 30-something thousand nti in all no yɛanya 50-something thousand yɛde nyame ase deɛ yɛsrɛ no sɛ ɔmo a mo ayɛ pledges no ɔmo bɛ fulfill ɔmo pledges ma ɔmo ama yɛ cash no sɛdeɛ yɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ development any siesie sɛ yɛyɛ for the real event no sɛdeɛ wɔasi ayɛ no deɛ next year deɛ no deɛ ɛbɛyɛ sɛdeɛ ɛsukuu sɛ butubutu koraa ɛbɛyɛ success beyond imagination because this is just a sign that actually say next year deɛ no nyame adom a but yɛn relax koraa effort na yɛde gu mu in terms of your preparation ne bibia no yɛbɛkɔ so ayɛ saa sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛyɛ far more successful next year compared to lunch na yɛyɛ nnɛ.
I want you to give a word of advice or anything you have to say to the old students and then the continuous students as well.
With the me take the opportunity we make both brofone as na mother old students now say nyame ado omo buy pa in their numbers and they have made the contributions. If you were there to see the launch na year no omo contribute year auction no. But I want to tell them that the game is not yet over because we are launching keke na year moving forward na afi na best celebration na nkasa say do mo ankasa nim no there were a lot of activities year so far no ya some prominent ones be omo take here in February the air high say omo ba wie no before the celebration na nkasa sa na esre all others no say obi ambra kitwa bi anso a na yentimi contribute your quota say dey be betimi aye program ma aye fe ama nyina.
It was really fantastic. I didn't expect so many people attending, but you know the room was full up. The top part, the gallery was also full up, and the contributions, you know, the fundraising, it's been really overwhelming. It's been really overwhelming. And all in all, I think it's been a very successful occasion. Physically, yes, the school has changed tremendously, really, yes. So many buildings have been added to it. Then the beautification has been improved. It has really been improved. And the assembly hall was then a biology lab. But now it's such a huge assembly hall. I think it can take as many as about 3,000, about, plus a gallery. So there has been great improvement.
Generally, are you impressed about the whole thing from the start to the finish?
Oh, yes, 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 I am. Yes, I was very impressed. The teachers should teach selflessly, you know, because if you do your work selflessly, you get the benefit later on, because the old students who pass through your hand, the way they appreciate your contribution, I think it's the best blessing one can get in life. That's the best blessing. So the teachers here should really do their, because some of them were my old students, so they know how I worked. So they should try to copy the way I worked and do it.
Generally, everything went fine. Personally, I'm very impressed about the turnout, especially of the old students, and then also of the high personalities that graced the occasion. We are very indebted to the Banch Mahine and Bonyuri Hine and the other and the Dadeso Bahine for gracing the occasion. The Banch Mahine and the Dadeso Bahine are both old students, and that gave credence to the high quality of personnel this school has churned out.
Okay. I've seen a lot of old students visiting their alma mater, and they will say that we have not seen any change since we left the school. Have you in any way seen any change from when you left the school till now?
Certainly, I have. Though I would have wished that I could see a lot more, because anyway, it was Oliver who started it, or he said he wanted more. Otherwise, yes, this building wasn't here. There are so many buildings springing up. Where we met recently, it was just a biology lab, but you can see it's now an auditorium. There are many other infrastructure that have sprung up. Though I would have wished that the fountain were working. It isn't working now. I wish we can put it in repair before the actual program begins. I would just advise them to be studious, take their studies seriously, and I must really congratulate Hanan. She's every teacher's delight and the delight of every old student of the school. I'm very happy she discharges herself very well. I wish other students here and everywhere will emulate her and take their studies seriously, so that they can also make impacts after they have left the place.
Yeah, kama nkoko ayade pa ama na nanom nyina so ayade, especially na bant ma hen ma ibibia ma nkala no so dwumadum di ye nyina ayefefefe de meka de akire me ma ne me nananom ne se ene de obi anim se first no na ye kwa akon na de ye de pen ene kwa akon nti no enwomasua ene mpontu nti mesre me nananom ne me ma ne se enwomasua de sese de obi a mfa no ho enshi.
It's quite impressive, because every school, whenever they are celebrating their years like that, they want everybody to be part of it. And during the luncheon, most people were gathered. And when they came, they were also able to throw their support for the program. And it made the program to be very beautiful. I'm not a product of Amass. In other words, I didn't school here, but I happen to be a teacher in this school. And what this is going to sell the image of the school, because most dignitaries were invited, and when the 70th anniversary arrives, most people will also come. And being part of this grand school 70th anniversary celebration, I particularly am also happy about it, because if the name of the school is being sold outside there, I'll be part of the team, and on the part of the students too. Most of them are egged on. They are encouraged to do their best. For example, one of the MCs over there happened to be a product of Amass. And when he came, the way he was able to talk to them and how he has also excelled in whatever he did, it has also put some encouragement in the student that when they also study hard, they will also be able to make it. So on the part of the teachers, we are happy about it, because our names will also be heard elsewhere. And on the part of the students too, they will also be motivated to do extra work, so that in the near future, if the name of the school being set somewhere, theirs will also be part of it.
Our students are very good, very, very good. This year, for instance, I think if you have to rate our results from A to even D7, I can tell you that we have not recorded D7 at all. No student has recorded D7. We registered over 1,000 students, And I'm saying this for a fact. For my subject, I think my least grade, however, is C6. And I presented 112 students. So academically, we are good. And as for the science students, they are doing wonders. I think we have recorded 7 A's, 8 A's, 6 A's, 5 A's, with at least 4 A's. I don't think there is any student specifically in the science class or general at 1, 2, 3 that has not recorded an A in any of his or her subjects. So we are doing well academically. In terms of relationship, you will agree with me that the current trend is not even supporting the relationship, the teacher-student relationship very well. But I must say that our kind of relationship we have in the school is very cordial. You see, the best way a student can learn from you is to kind of approach you. And so if you're a teacher and you are not approachable, students cannot really come to you and learn anything. And that is what we have in the school. We are relating with the students very well, and the administration, everywhere you go, our relationship is perfect. But that is not to say we are also compromising on discipline. No. Regardless of the fact that we are relating well, if a student deserves some knock there, we do give that out. Okay. Very impressive, like my colleague just said. You can imagine, this is mine. I bought this one, 200 Ghana cedis. I am particularly impressed for the fact that at the end of the program, we've realized over 50-something thousand Ghana cedis. Just spending about 2 hours and we are raising this, then this tells you that the people who are yet to bring their monies at the end of the day or a week or even a month before the program, I can tell you we'll be getting about 2 billion Ghana cedis. It tells you about the love we have for the school, especially the old students.
It went well. It went successfully, and then it was good. The program was nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, especially when the old students came and then they were talking about past events in the school. It was nice.
Oh, okay.
I asked a question about how the education was going on and then nowadays, and then he was like, there is a far difference, but we should keep on and then we shall do well. That's what he said.
We have very serious house mistresses who say that any indiscipline doesn't go without them seeing it. So we are taught how to be disciplined and how to dress and how to walk and how to talk. I'm very cool with my teachers because I'm a type of person, I'm an extrovert. So if I don't understand something, I make sure they are aware of it and then we are all good to go.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, it was beyond my expectation. It was very, very well because everything went beyond what I wanted to see. Then I was just mind blown. And I hope that during the 70th anniversary, it will be more than I also expect.
I was impressed, I was happy, and then I was proud to be a student of this school. Because with the kind of people I saw, the kind of dignitaries who attended the occasion, yes, I was really happy to see those kind of people in my school.
There's one thing that I saw at the event. There was a very nice display of band. Some people were singing, others were playing some sort of instruments to back up to make a melodious sound. And then these girls that I have here happen to be part of what really happened some minutes ago. How many days did it take you to rehearse so well for this particular day?
It took many days. We always practice, so we are always ready for any event that the school come up with. We were so much impressed with the Bantama, Henny, and all the other chiefs coming up here. They are very much impressed and we are happy.
The next year's anniversary is going to be great. It will be a lot of fun. We are hoping for the best and nothing much.
Okay, we are telling them to continue encouraging us with our studies and all those things. We thank them for all they've done for us.